Hi everybody, we're back at it with the papaya. I thought I'd do another papaya chat. Hopefully you can hear me. The creepy crawly is on for the pool. It bangs every single time. I'm gonna bring it up before you do. My one hand is painted and the one isn't. When I paint my nails, coat it a few times, and I put it on, I leave it dry for a while, I put it on, I do the thing, and then I like to wash dishes so that I could see, because that's usually when I see if it's really gonna get smudgy. But anyways, I usually need a long time to determine if I'm done with one hand, because what happens is I'll do this one and then I'll think it's fine, and then I'll need to fix something, and then I would have done this one as well, and then it's it just gets messy. I don't know how to explain it, but this is the best way to do it, to have one and done, and then start the next one. So I did this yesterday, I'll do this one today. What are we gonna talk about today? I've actually had a few things on my mind. One thing I wanted to talk about, let me have some. I wanted to talk about how if you are my peer, I advise you to seriously come to terms with the fact that life is happening already. And I feel like I really started to deep this 2 years ago. So when you're a kid, in primary, you don't think life is happening. I don't even think I considered that life would be happening at some point when I was in primary. And then when I was in high school, I think I considered that maybe life would start happening when I finished all my studies and started working. And when I got to university, I still thought that. And what I mean by life is happening, I think that the way that I have in my life thought about my life is that everything else was a before, and then my life would be happening when things were stable, when I had a job, when I was maybe living as the person that I dreamed that I would be. And say my dream is to be a person who runs every week. It would be when I became that person who has a job, that person who runs every week, so in my mind life would be happening when that was achieved, and everything was kind of before that. But then when I was starting uni and stuff, and I think really engaging more in Buddhist texts, and also just Eastern philosophy, it really I think I became to come to terms with the idea of living in the present moment and the implication of that. And I think that I started to think about life more holistically, and I kind of had this realization that my life is already happening. Yes, the future is coming, but it's your life right now is your life. Your life isn't gonna be the most perfect years. Your life isn't gonna be when you have kids or when you get married. Your life is the life that you are living right now. And I remember around the time that I had this realization, because I said it to my friend Josh, and I was I think we had gone to watch the sunrise, and it was just a nice moment, and I was feeling incredibly grateful to be in the presence of people I love and just doing things that I love. And I was this is our life right now. It's not gonna start at a later point. It's not coming, it's not on its way. This is our life right now. When we're old, these are the days that we will be looking back on. and we are in it right now. Like, we are currently living the nostalgia which we will like reminisce on for years and years to come. And he looked at me like he looked at me like I think you would look at anyone saying that. And it's like, I think, a beautiful realization to have, because it's like, stop trying to build up to some perfect moment or like to some perfect life, because your life is already happening, whether it's perfect or not, or however it looks like. And that's why I say, like, I don't know if I would have thought that when I was in high school. I was deeply unhappy in high school, so I don't think that was my life happening. But I think that, like, if you're like 22, 23, I think you should breathe in the moments more, because these are your years. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful. But it's also like daunting, you know, that the memories you are making now, I don't know, like, people always talk about life like 20s are like your peak years. It doesn't have to be that, but I definitely think that this is a momentous time in our lives, and never again, well, not, let me not speak for everyone, but it is unlikely that you'll ever again have such little responsibilities, and also so much freedom, and also have so much proximity to your friends and people that you love. Like, it is undoubtedly a unique and privileged time. Like, I can see my friends every single month, and I don't have to work hard at it. And the decisions I make, most of all, like, the weight of them is on me. You know, the weight of my decisions is on me. And yeah, it's just a privileged position to be in. And I encourage all of you to savor the privilege of this moment. That's what's been on my mind. And it's also been on my mind because I've been in a bit of a funk since exams. Wait, let me drink water. I was saying, I've been in a bit of a funk since I finished exams, which isn't unique, you know. It's a stressful time, and yeah, so I've been trying to work myself out of a funk. I don't know if you guys get, like, a funk is like a bad mood. Like, I'm in a bit of a funk. Anyways, I've been in a bit of a funk, and I think when I like get in a funk, I get like very existential. Like, what is my life? What do I want it to be? What am I doing here? Like, you know, all of those kind of questions. And because also, like, when you're in school, you really want to be not in school. And I think that's what's brought me to think about the fact that my life doesn't start when stressful things end. My life is worthy of recognition right now. The life that I'm living right now is worthy of recognition and worthy of appreciation. And the beauty of life is not the absence of stress. And I think that another thing that's been making me think of it is I've recently had friends who have had birthdays that have left them. Okay, birds. That have left them like existential as well. And like, I think having those conversations with those people, you know, because I don't know, I love birthdays, so I don't really get funks about birthdays, but I know a lot of people do. But one of the conversations that have come up has kind of been like this thing of not being where you hoped you would be, or living the life that you hoped that you would, like by a certain age, or like, you know, whatever like expectation you had that you are not then fulfilling. I think it then helps to realize that whatever your life looks like and however far it is from an expectation that you had, you know, it's still worthy. Anyways, enough about that. I'm flying back to my ends these days. What, today? Sorry, I had a glitch because every time I start on this, I'm like, I actually don't want to be disclosing locations on YouTube. Like, you guys know already, so I don't need to say it. But I am at home, and today I'm flying back to my ends, and really keen because it's just been a busy recess this time. Haven't gotten as much rest as I usually do. So I'm going back now. I'm really excited because my boyfriend's picking me up from the airport, and it's been brought to my attention that he's making me cinnamon rolls. If you know me, you know I love cinnamon rolls. Yesterday, I was texting him in the evening, and he was not replying to my satisfaction. Also, like, he goes to work, okay? So he's at work all day. We do text during the day, but it's like, you know, a bit of a disturbed time because he's at his job. So we text in the evening, and yeah, then he wasn't texting me. First I was like, fine, he's busy or whatever. And then some time went by, and I was kind of like, where are you? What are you doing? And then he shows me that he's making cinnamon rolls, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to disturb. Get back at it. Mind you, he's making cinnamon rolls for me. I wasn't just casually making cinnamon rolls. I am the cinnamon roll lover. So that was quickly forgiven. So I'm really excited to be going back today and be met with cinnamon rolls. My papaya is done. This is my granny shirt. What does this say? Hlabisa Municipality. My granny was a nurse. She's not passed, so when I say was, I mean was a nurse, not as in was when she was alive. She's retired. I'm not looking forward to going back to school. I was recently watching this YouTube video of this YouTuber, and this girl was talking about doing things that she dreads, and so she's been trying to like think of ways to be more excited about doing things that she doesn't like, and I like the idea of that. And so I've been trying to think about how to get excited about going back to school. I'm excited to like be back at my place and be in a routine. I'm excited to be in proximity with my friends again. What else am I excited about? I guess I'm excited to just carry on living out my life and the journey therein. I mean, I do get into funks semi-regularly, but I really enjoy being alive and the experience of that. Do you guys want to see the view again before I end this off?